You're listening to the smartest guys in marketing, the best show on the planet for client businesses to learn about traffic, funnels, sales, conversions, and marketing coolness. Chris and Taylor are the founders of Traffic and Funnels, a digital marketing consultancy helping you get paid clients from cold traffic daily. Now, here are your hosts, Chris and Taylor.
Hey guys, what's up? Taylor here, and hope you're well. I just wanted to record a quick audio intro because me and Chris for the past couple weeks have been out doing some special marketing projects. We're redoing a lot of the front end marketing for our Memos. We relaunched all of our programs. Upper Echelon is brand new. Client Kit is brand new. We've really changed the game and changed the level of service that we're offering clients. It's amazing. It's been a lot of fun, but it's been crazy busy, and we haven't had a chance to record any new episodes for you. So what we're going to do over the next 2 weeks is actually republish to you some older favorite episodes. If you haven't heard these, then this will be a treat for you. If you have, listen to them again. There's a lot of gold in these episodes. And then we'll be back in about 2 weeks with some brand new content for you on the podcast. Grab the memos if you want to see what we've been doing behind the scenes, trafficandfunnels.com/memos. Leave us a review. Be awesome. Hope you enjoy these. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the smartest guys in marketing with your host, T Savage and C Nanny. What up, y'all? We're doing a special video edition of Smartest Guys in Marketing. If you're not in our Facebook group, where we sometimes, occasionally, randomly choose to stream these, you should join. And I don't know the URL. Shoot.
Trafficandfunnels.com/group.
I don't think that works, but yeah, we'll put it in that.
Probably broken.
We'll put it in the show notes for you. But yeah, occasionally we do video streaming of these podcasts and send them to our very private, top secret, special Facebook group. So we invite you to join.
It's so secret and private, we don't even know the own link to it.
We just deleted the link from our memories. We're talking about something that I think is very appropriate, applicable, and we could talk about it for a really long time, but we'll shorten it to a couple hours for you today. CVVCR. Sir Isaac Newton taught me this formula back in the day.
I'm really grateful for him.
Choices validate vision, creating reality.
What do you mean?
We're going to be breaking down what the secret sauce is. If there is a secret, if there were a hidden principle, this is what it is to creating the life you want, creating the income you want. And we're actually going high tech. This is not marketing or tactical today. This is identity, behavioral change, mindset, how you think about yourself and your business to bring about the results you want. And this is actually something we're pretty passionate about.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's how to hack yourself to
before you. Oh my God! How to hack yourself before you wreck yourself.
Oh,
I
don't know how to follow that.
Well, you're the one that said hack yourself. So go ahead.
You have such a dirty mind.
Anyways,
how to hack yourself to get to where you want to go in your business and your life.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Your environment, the people you surround yourself with, etc. So here's what this means. Chris, I'll just go into explaining kind of what I mean by this, and then you can. So choices validate vision, creating reality. We see this all the time where people will come in and they'll be like, I don't like this about my life. I don't like this about my life. I don't like this about my business. I don't like being stuck here. I don't like being stuck there. I want all this to change, and I want it to change now, and I want it to change fast. And then they make choices that pretty much anchor them into where they don't want to be.
Yeah.
They make choices in a paradigm that validates old realities. When you get this vision of your life, vision of your business that you want to change, the fastest way to get there is to make conscious choice to kind of force yourself to get there. Let me give you some examples. When I was first starting out, I was trying to do MLM stuff and trying to sell affiliate because they told me I'd be rich. And I was like, yes, be rich. It didn't work. And then, so I put $2,000 on an Amex and it's like, oh, lost that, had to pay it off. And then Infusionsoft got my number somehow. And then they told me if I bought Infusionsoft, I would be rich. It's like, I would be rich. Here's another $2,000. And none of it worked, obviously. But I had a vision for my future. And I'm not saying you should be stupid with your investments, but I am saying that, you can see a pattern in my life where I kept making investments. I kept making choices to get to where I wanted to get to. Fast forward about 6 months and a coach came along and he was like, I can help you do this, X, Y, and Z. And I had to make a choice at that point to decide, it was $6,000. It was a lot of money for me.
because I was making $2,000 a month. And I remember having to make a decision about whether I was going to, remain stuck in the whole like 6K is a lot of money, or if I was going to make a choice to kind of validate and create that future that I wanted. The goal was for 6K to not be a lot of money. I wanted to be at 20K a month, 30K a month, 40. A lot of people, what they'll do is they'll make a decision based upon their current circumstances, which validates and cements their current circumstances. You say 25K is a lot of money, 30K is a lot of money. If you keep making choices based on that reality, you'll stay stuck in that reality. You'll never get past that reality. And I think this is something a lot of people miss.
Yeah.
It's fear.
Yeah, it is. And it's obviously going to keep you where you are for sure. So you have to start operating where you want to be, right? I think kind of the same deal with us launching traffic and funnels.
Yeah.
Like that was a risk for both of us because we were both comfortably at that point making money, doing our own thing. And so we were just going to let go of all of that and launch traffic and funnels. So there is a risk involved, right? But we had to see what was possible for us and go all in. And I think where the issue that happens a lot of times is people, they try to play both sides for so long without actually committing and going all in on themselves. And so whether it's someone who's maybe they're working in corporate, but they're dabbling around with a consulting offer or, a service-based business or whatever, as opposed to, and we've seen this actually with a client recently. They make a lot of money on a job they've been in for a long time, but they also make really good money on their service-based business. And they've just been waiting to actually launch and go all in on that service-based business. And it's just kept them capped.
Yeah.
Because they haven't gone all in and operated at a higher level where they should be operating.
Yeah, 100%. Yesterday, I talked to my one of my younger brothers. He lives in Memphis, and he's a great dude. Doesn't make a ton of money. And he was asking me, should I move out? Because he's about to sign this lease for an apartment that's 50% of his monthly income. And he's kind of been in the same place for a while, a couple of years. He hasn't really advanced. He hasn't really made a lot of forward progress. And he's kind of freaking out because he's like, this is for the first time in my life. This is a big investment. If I can't pay my bills, I'm going to get sent off to prison and bad things. And I was like, how much do you believe in yourself? He's like, I believe in myself. I was like, well, if you can bet on yourself, then you should do it because you've lived too long without that external validation. There's no reason for you to grow. There's no reason for you to advance because you live with your mom and dad and there's not a lot of things that are requiring growth from you. I posted a couple weeks ago on my Facebook, the people who view growth as an option are going to be replaced by the people who are required to grow. They view growth as an absolute essential, cannot not grow. And part of the reason that people like us, we view growth as an essential is because we have set our lives up such a way that we have to grow.
Yeah.
Staying the same is not acceptable.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I don't know if it's something that's become our DNA. I think there are people who, it's just from the moment they were born, that's just how they are. I don't know if you were like that, but I feel like I probably would prone to lean that way. I'm always moving forward. I'm always fast paced. And there's certain things in my life that I think are indicators of that. I'm a very impatient person. I don't like to wait. I don't like to lag behind. I'm competitive. And there's some people I think who have that flair and they have to continue to be moving forward. And then some people grow into that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think your story is you didn't always feel like you were an entrepreneur.
I grew into it. Yeah.
You want to break that down a little bit?
Yeah, it became part of my DNA. When I was a kid, I wanted to just be a worship leader and work at the church. And all of a sudden, I found myself needing money. I had a wife and, I started making choices that were very, very uncomfortable. Nobody approved of them. I remember people telling me I was crazy, literally crazy. I lost some friends over it. And when, this is something you have to go through. When you do decide to grow and hit your potential, you're going to lose and maybe potentially offend some people around you who are comfortable and they don't necessarily want to hit their full potential. And it slowly has become part of my DNA where I now am drawn to decisions that scare me. It sounds like I'm making this up, but I'm really not. When I bought the Tesla, I remember being sick to my stomach for 4 days after.
I remember.
It's a lot of money, dude. It's just like a lot of money. When we moved from Memphis to Nashville, I remember being like, you can ask Lindsay. She got so sick of this. And I was like, are we doing the right thing? Like, she's like, this is your idea. What are you talking about? But you get into a place where you just get used to making decisions that force you to grow. And you can tell a noticeable difference. And I don't know about you, but like old friendships that I have, sometimes it's weird because I was telling a buddy the other day, I was like, we have this awesome cleaner. She cleans our house and it's like $200 a month. It's so cheap. And he was like, that's expensive. Like thinking of all you could do with $200 a month is really shows the difference. Not that it's right or wrong, good or bad, but I've made decisions in my life that have been extremely uncomfortable and people potentially see as crazy to put myself in an environment where growth is normal, it's natural, it's expected. And when you do that, it validates and you end up changing from the inside out.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Man, it's really been interesting. We've grown so extremely fast in the last couple of years where, again, we made pretty good money, but now we have a $5 million company that we've built in like 23 months. And just what's been required to do that, what I feel like I've learned is there's different lanes that people ride on. And the situation where your friend, where they're like, oh my God, like $200, that's like, that's so much money. And I could do so many other things with that. Where I feel like it would cost us thousands of dollars if we didn't have that person in our life to help us. You know what I mean? So, and we just see ourselves projected out like that and operating at that level to where now those small little things that we add into our lives are big leverage points for us to go from like 5 million maybe to 7 million or 10 million. And so we look at it as those for, there being assets in our lives and not something that's costing us $200. So I think for you guys, if you're, this makes sense for you, which it should if you want to operate at a high level and make a lot of money. And this could be any area of your life. It could be making money. It could be having the best relationships. You have to surround yourself with people who operate this place. And one thing that we see that's really interesting, people that come through and connect with us and become clients, they don't want to leave because there's something tangible that they experience. I'm not saying this to sell anybody. I'm saying this because it's just fact. Like they come in and there's a tangible momentum and a shift and a life change that they've been looking for. People say that they've been looking for years, right? And they've bought other things and they've tried other things, but they come into what we have. And I think it's so unique and it's so special and they don't want to leave because it's like we figured it out.
Yeah.
It's weird, but it's crazy.
I would go so far as to say that, welcome, here's T Savage. I'm going to offend everybody, but I think it's important. Like when you see the environment that we've put together, and if you're in our group and you've seen our stuff, then you kind of know it's there and you don't take action, but you say you want something. You just need to be honest with yourself. You don't really want it. You just want to pretend that you're doing the best you can, but you're not really doing the best you can. You want to pretend, you're like the guy who says that they're eating right and they're going to the gym. But when you watch them, they go to the gym and just kind of play on their phone. They're just trying to go through the motions to say that they've done everything that they could, but they don't actually want change because there's so much proof. There's more proof than we know what to do with. We can't even get any more proof. It's like, I was just, before hopping on here, I saw a Facebook Live from somebody in our CK and they said, you guys have brought me back to life. You guys have, have changed everything about my business. And it's like, I don't even know if we can use that because people don't even believe it. But, that is the fastest hack, is getting into the environment that validates your future version, your future self, not validates your current self. Anything that validates the current version of yourself is just a waste of time,
Yeah, I think your action is basically the manifestation of your desire.
Ooh.
And so what I mean by that is like, there are people thinking of like, because I know there's guys and gals who are listening to this like, oh my God, I don't qualify, or to work with Kristen Taylor, or whoever it might be, or they just don't feel like they have the money. There are people like, Ryan, who just a young kid, he had just the belief in us, our process, and himself to actually take the action. He went out and made it happen. Like he was making $2,000 a month, made it happen. And now he's doing 30 grand plus a month.
But how did he afford it? He was only making $2,000 a month.
So
money's a byproduct. It's never the cause. It's never causal. It's always the byproduct. Sometimes when you get on and if you're justifying your lack of action on money, it's freaking stupid. It's a byproduct. It's not a root issue. It's always a byproduct. It's always funny to me when people say, well, I would do something, but I don't have the money. No, you wouldn't. You definitely wouldn't. It's like, I would go to the gym, but I don't have the time. Bull. Like, you're not sick. You're not, so tired of your current scenario that you'll do whatever it takes to change. And we've hit that place many times. And anytime we don't take the action we know we should take, we always regret it. And it's a learning opportunity. And anytime we do take the action, we get the results. It's simple as that.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science. Yeah.
Yep. So stop playing house.
CVVCR. Choices validate vision, creating reality. So good. So good.
Extremely good.
It's not your circumstances that create your future. I was blind when I saw him. Anything else?
Just do it.
I love that about you, bro.
Just take action, man.
Chris, I'm trying to talk
in yourself.
I'm trying to talk Chris into getting a Model X, and he says, "Oh, it's too pretentious." People will be like, "Oh, look at those wings. You must have a lot of money." I said, "Bro, you don't think buying a 12,000 square foot, $5 million home in Concord, it wasn't pretentious?" Posting all those pictures, bro. It's looking good.
It is looking good, man.
Proud of you, bro. Hey, check out the free gift that we have for you guys. trafficandfunnels.com/GIFT gift. It is spelled like normal English. Don't get us confused with all the other hooligans. trafficandfunnels.com/gift. And then the memos as well, trafficandfunnels.com/memos. And if you listen to this and you're like, you know what? I am inspired. My whole life, I have not taken the appropriate action. Chris and Taylor, you're smart. I need help. I'm going to tell you where you can go get on a call with us.
Uh-oh. Here it comes.
And we've actually never done this on a podcast before, but it's trafficandfunnels.com/apply. APPLY. You can book out a time. We have a quick questionnaire that you'll need to fill out just because it's a waste of time if we don't get some information from you first. And to be honest, Chris, you can attest to this. Like, these are some of the most valuable conversations you could probably ever invest into yourself, into your business, because we're lending you perspective. We're lending you clarity from the future. Your job is to find people who have done what you want to do and follow them. And that's what these calls are. We're basically lending you clarity from the future that you want to, the future version of yourself.
Yeah.
So they're very valuable. Just because we're not going to charge you for them doesn't mean that there's no value in them. It just means that, we're the nicest guys in marketing. We want you to win. That was a good pitch, actually. I'm surprised by myself.
Good. We should use that for our webinar.
So
Let's just repurpose
man.
this.
So right.
All right, guys. You have a good one.
Adios.
This is thepodcastfactory.com.